Hmthu 06. I have failed to get back to my work. It doesn't make sense. What sort of a person is Melissa? Where in God's name does she even get the courage to call my husband even after I spoke to her about never doing that? Angrily I pack up and decide to leave the office. I might as well just go home and sort out this mess than staying here and not know what pit hole I have dug for myself. I am about to leave when my landline starts to ring. Kimono, I say immediately picking up. Ma'am, there is a Mr. Pius here to see you. I breathe out deeply, putting my bag on the table. This day couldn't be any worse. Let him in, I say. I don't bother sitting down. I am tapping my leg on the tiles waiting for him to come. After a few minutes the door opens and in he walks. He looks at me once, probably wondering why I am standing like this, but I am not about to give him any answers because the question is, what is he doing here? You don't look happy to see me. Pius, what do you want? Can I at least sit down? No, you can't. He doesn't listen. Instead he makes himself comfortable. Really? I am not going anywhere, so you better sit down. I am not having a good day, Pius, so I would prefer if you would get this over and done with. State the reason you are here and leave. There is silence for a few minutes. How are you? Excuse me. Normal people communicate Felistus, and that is exactly what we are doing. I sigh deeply. I am okay. Now what do you want? I see you won't bend. It has never been my favorite position anyway, I say, making him chuckle. I do too. Mom's memorial is in 2 weeks and I would like your company to be in charge of planning the event. I look at him. Pius, you are telling me you couldn't find anyone else to do this? Of course I was going to. I could right now, but I want this to be intimate, and you knew my mom. Besides, you never came to her funeral. Maybe this could be a way of you saying sorry. Are you trying to blackmail me emotionally right now? I wasn't, but if it has worked then I will take it as that. I will send you a quotation. Why can't you do it now? You are still working, not so? I think a little. Maybe this could be a good way to get back to work. If I go home now it will just be seated and that won't bring me any money at all. I get back on my desk and switch on the laptop. It's almost lunch and I don't want to admit that I am hungry because that will mean Pius being here as I eat, and it might be translated as a lunch date, and I don't want to put any ideas in anyone. I draft 3 quotations with 3 different ideas, then start explaining to him what I think. We go through each one of them, spending close to 20 minutes on each of them, that by the time we are finishing it's already past 2 p.m. I am starving. Want to eat something? He asks. I am hungry, but I am not giving in. I am okay. He raises an eyebrow. Why do you hate me so much? Why would you think that I hate you? I am shocked that he is even asking me this question. Why would I hate him? Pius was my soulmate. It's just that we are bad for each other and not that I hate him. You have made it a mission in life to ignore me. Right now we are in the same room and yet you are treating me like I am just one of your clients. I chuckle. Because you are Pius, there could never be more between us. You are my brother-in-law and it ends there. He stands up to go and stand close to the window facing outside. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we ended up together. I know it's wrong seeing that I committed myself to someone else, but then I do think in those lines, Felistus. Sin begins from the mind. You need to be in control of your emotions. I say, swallowing hard. He turns to look at me but doesn't move away from the window. Tell me you don't ever think in those lines. Tell me you don't think of me and everything we shared. I am guilty because just last night thoughts of him as I took a bath came to mind, but I can't tell him that. I made a lot of mistakes whilst growing up. I am not about to walk through the same path again. I shake my head. I see the hurt on his face, but I don't try to change my response. I see. I stand up, hoping not to give myself away. We had a good thing, Pius. We were young and we chose other people. We have no business thinking about the past when it is just going to hurt our partner and ourselves. We have walked down that road before, and if we are wise we'll try not to walk through it again. I say, not once blinking. He breathes deeply and nods his head, tells me he is on his way and that he will be seeing me more often as he is the one in charge of planning the memorial. When he walks out of the door I can't help but wonder what exactly is going on. This is a man who always had it all together, and I have never questioned his decision to marry Melissa, but it looks like there is more to this than meets the eye. Your friend and author Winnie.